Hello, Lincoln Middle School math students. This is Mrs. Perello. I am here with
Mr. Pancini, hello everyone.
and
Mrs. Thielen, hello.
we want to teach you tonight how to do dividing integers. So this is lesson 2-5. I don't know why that didn't write there. 2-5 of dividing integers. Now we learned today in class how to multiply integers. Well, dividing and multiplying are inverse operations, guys. So one way to find the quotient is to use the related multiplication sentence. So for example, we learned today that 3 times a -7 was -21. Another way to find -21 divided by 3 is to think about that factor, and we would get a -7 as our answer. So actually, the key concept of this lesson, or one of the key concepts, is the quotient of two integers. So the quotient of two integers with different signs, with different is negative. Okay, so let's try some examples. Hold on one second. I'm clearing the board for us. Okay, example number 1. We have 28, I don't know why that did that, divided by -2. Mr. Pancini, any idea of what that answer would be?
Well, it's going to be negative
How do you know that?
because you got one of each sign.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, well, so we know it's going to be negative.
And how many times does 2 go into 28?
That's a toughie.
Don't use your calculator.
All right, well, what do you think, Mr. P?
14.
All right, -14. Very good. So we're all writing this on our note sheet, correct?
I sure hope so.
Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Number 2. Now I'm going to write it a different way. -64 over. That bar. What does that bar mean, Miss Thielen?
I don't know, but I think it means divide.
Maybe. I would think so. It's like a ratio looking type of thing.
This looks a lot like a ratio. I think we need to divide.
Okay. So Miss Thielen, any idea about the sign of that problem?
I have one negative and one positive, so my answer is going to be negative.
Ooh, you are quick. And
Thanks.
what do you think? Negative what, Miss Thielen? It's shaking. I don't know.
Is that going to be -8?
-8. You are a smart girl. I tell
Thanks,
you.
Mrs. Perello.
Woohoo!
Do 2
Okay.
negatives. Oh, never mind.
What? What are you saying,
I
Bianca?
was saying do 2 negatives, but we're going to do that in a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now when I put the key concept on the board, Mr. Pancini.
All right, relax, Miss Perlo.
Okay, thank you. All right, now, what happens when we divide two integers with another key concept here? Key concept. All right, when we divide two integers that have the same sign. Okay. The answer is going to be, what would you think, Mr. Pancini?
2 negatives make a positive.
There we go. The sign of the answer. Oops. Will be positive. Okay, so now we want to do some more examples.
You guys got that written down?
Wait, Mrs. Perello, this looks a lot like multiplying.
Didn't I say, Miss Thielen, that this was the inverse operations? They're going to have the same rules.
So it's just the same.
Yes.
We're not doing anything different.
No.
Exactly the same as yesterday.
Right.
Same
Oh,
rules.
this is easy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. All right, let's look at two examples here. How about number 3? Let's do negative 30 divided by negative 5. Mr. Pansini.
I think it might be 6.
Right, I know. They gave you your teaching license for a reason, Mr. Pansini. It is a positive 6.
Two
Excellent.
negatives make a positive.
Very good, very good. Miss Thielen, I got another one for you. I don't know, it involves a 7. You know how they hate 7s. What if I wrote negative 42 divided by, this way with the bar again, negative 7?
Oh, so 2 negatives make a positive, so that would be, wait, is that the same answer as number 3?
Yes.
Positive 6?
Oh my goodness. Look, they match, people, they match. All right, positive 6. Very good. Questions so far?
This looks so much like multiplying. I think if I understand multiplying, I understand this.
Okay, very good. All right, now, remember today we also talked about algebraic expressions and filling things in. So let's just say, start a new page, yeah. Let's say we want to evaluate
Oh, jeez.
the algebraic expression if x is equal to negative 4 and y is equal to negative 8. So here's my first problem, number 5. Okay, I have 6x divided by y. Now, the first thing we have to do is plug it in like Glade. Okay, we have to take the answers and plug them in. So we're going, the
Values.
values, that's what I mean. All right, so now I'm going to, instead of x, I'm going to write 6 times a negative 4 divided by negative 8. And order of operations tells me to go left
To right.
to right. So I have 6 times a negative 4, which is what, Mr. Pansini?
Negative 24.
Very good. Negative 24 divided by a negative 8. Now I've got 2 negatives that are being divided. What would that answer be, Miss Thielen?
2 wrongs make a right, but only in math class, and it is negative 3.
Miss
Oh no!
Oh,
no! Oh, I saw all the negatives, and I got so excited about negative numbers. But
Positive
it's
3.
Positive 3.
Positive
Oh,
3,
my God.
Miss Thielen, positive 3. Woohoo!
I really gotta watch my work because sometimes I see so many negatives that I just think I gotta write a negative.
Yeah, you get negative happy.
But you can't get negative happy. You only gotta put them where they need. Where
Correct.
they're needed.
Correct. All right, one more like this. Number 6. All right, last one like this. What if I wrote it negative 4x divided by y this way? Well, let's plug in the values that they give us. This is negative 4 times a negative 4 over a negative 8. Now, what would we have to do first with this, Mr. Pansini?
I think you have to do the top, the multiplication.
You have to have that simplified before you do the division. So what is negative 4 times negative 4?
Positive 16.
Alrighty. Positive 16 divided by negative 8. A positive divided by a negative is a,
Always a negative.
alright, negative 2. Not 8, people. Not 8. 2. Okay. Alright, we have one more example to show you, and that would be to find the mean of something. Okay? Now, let's say my girlfriend Gianna.
What does
she's,
mean mean? What does mean mean?
What does mean mean? What does mean mean?
And it's not that Mr. Pansini is mean.
Yes, it is, but
Oh,
that's okay. All right, the mean is the average, people. It is the average.
How do you find average?
All right, what do? You take the sum of the
All the numbers.
numbers and divide it by how many numbers you have.
Average.
Average, people, average. So let's say my girlfriend Gianna, she's going to go on a game show, and she got the following scores, okay? Negative 12, negative 18. She didn't do so good in the beginning. 3, negative 7, negative 3, and 1. What do I have to do, Mr. Pansini?
Well, it says the sum of the numbers, so I think you have to add up all her scores.
Oh, we add up all the scores. Okay, let's add up all the scores. Well, I'm going to add my negatives all together because I know if the signs are the same, I can add them all together. That's what I'm going to do.
Wait, isn't that a property of math?
It is a property of math. What property is that? Do you
Is that
remember
the
this?
commutative property?
That is, I can add it in any order I want to. Okay, so I've got negative 12, a negative 12, and a negative 18, and a negative 7, and a negative 3. How much does that give me? 12 and 18 is 30, and another 10, that must be negative 40.
Negative 40.
Negative 40. Now I'm going to add my positives together, which would just be a plus 4, which would give me then, since the signs are different, I take the difference and take the sign of the larger absolute value,
Correct.
which would be negative
36.
36. Now I'm going to count how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, right?
Six numbers.
So I'm divide by 6, because that's what my, not there, here. That's what I have. How many numbers do I have? And what would my final answer be, Miss Thielen?
Negative 6.
Woohoo! That is the average. That is the mean of those numbers for Gianna. Okay, guys. Now what we'd like for you to do is we'd like you to try 6 problems on the note sheet, and we will check them tomorrow in class for our flip day.
Okay. Hit pause, guys, when you see the screen so you can write down the problems. Here you go. Good luck. Try these problems on your notes. Write the original problem, please, and then find the answer. 6 problems. You guys can do it.
Good luck.
You'll need it.